Hey guys, it's Cream, aka Miss Cream of the Crop, and we're continuing with our DJ interview series. And this series is featuring all the DJs that are affiliated with 216 radio station. I know you guys think that it's just the Hit or Miss Sundays crew. No, there's a bunch of other people, and this is one of the reasons that I'm doing this, so that you guys get introduced to all the other DJs that we have on our station. So today, or right now, this next feature is DJ Zigg. And you guys, if you tuned in to Hit or Miss Sundays, you probably have heard us or seen us shout out DJ Zigg, but you just didn't know who he was. And so I'm excited to introduce you guys to him. So DJ Zigg, just say hi to everybody real quick.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
So if you guys don't know, DJ Zigg show comes on every single Saturday from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And DJ Zigg, you want to let everybody know where you're from and how you got started with being a DJ.
Yeah, so I'm from, my hometown is Osceola, Arkansas, Northeast Arkansas. I reside in Jonesboro, Arkansas. I got into DJing back in around 2010, 2011. I've been doing music since like 2003. I kind of got sucked into doing DJing because like me and my brothers, both my brothers, we all had our rap group, our little clique, Flip the Script, in our hometown, and I always was the one doing the beats and recording. I did a little rapping, but it was more them, than me. So every time, I'm talking about every recording session, we would get music from everybody, whether it was local, industry, whatever, and kind of whenever we had a little party or we would come around to some event, I was the one to all the music. Mm-hmm. So they'd be like, hey, Zigg, you got a DJ. So I kind of got sucked into it, but it was a way, actually a way I ended up learning how to break records and artists, by my brothers and everything in our group. So, but it was fun. And then like around 2010, I finally got serious, joined a couple of DJ coalitions, learned a little more about DJing, and it's pretty much about it, so it's a lovely journey.
That's dope. That's dope. See, I'm glad I decided to do these interviews because I didn't know you started out as an artist. And so when did you and your brothers first find out that you were like into hip hop? Like, what made you guys fall in love with music? Who introduced you to music first, or how did you get introduced to music?
Let's see, cause we're going back, cause I'm an '80s baby, so I mean with me and my brothers always had kind of like a different taste, and with us being so close to Memphis, like everybody would think cause we literally a walk and a skip from Memphis, like 45-minute drive. So when you say, when everybody be like, oh, that's where you from? Yeah, 3-6 Mafia, Player Fly, Skinny Pimp, that's it. But we actually was like Biggie, Dipstick, Wu-Tang Clan.
Wow.
Yeah, so like, we was really deep in it, so and like you could tell like from our older music, like the different style that we had, like, it was, even though it was a lot of us, it was just, I don't know, our style was a lot different than, the fast rap that everybody, was really used to here. Because like the old 3-6 Mafia style was, everybody was trying to rap their way here, because that's what we was used to. But yeah, there was like a lot of our musical influence, over the years.
So how did you guys, being so close to Memphis and living in Arkansas, how did you guys get introduced to New York rap?
I honestly don't know. I mean, I don't cause well, we had like one of the mom and pop stores usually used to have a lot of their rap. T-Town, like him, and then like other places. It was actually a record store called Crossroads.
Mhm.
And like they would have everything, you know. So like, and I know usually with me, like when I would go, usually like whenever 3-6 Mafia would drop an album or anything, like me and my cousin would go to Crossroads, get it. But then me, you know, I'm looking for Dipstick, I'm looking for Jay-Z, I'm looking for, you know, everything that was really kind of outside of it, you know.
Right.
So yeah, and then like my brothers, they was the same way too, because my baby brother is a real big Jules Santana fan. So you know,
Wow. So did
yeah,
you guys watch that Versus with the Lox versus Dipstick?
yep. And I was kind of disappointed with this shit, but I mean, Jadakiss was one of my top 5 favorite rappers anyway. So he actually came out. Him and the Lox did what I expected them to do. So
Yes,
you know,
absolutely. I think everybody thought that Dipset was going to blow the Lox out of the water because, you know, Dipset has those bangers as far as like club and getting you hype or whatever, but the Lox really did show everybody what being a group and being together and rehearsals and just unity, what it
yeah,
looks like versus just showing up and being the life of the party. It definitely showed the
yeah,
difference between being ready and not being ready. So I think that's amazing. Number one, learning that you used to rap and how you changed that or basically was forced into being a DJ, but it's cool to know that you actually enjoy being a DJ, started taking it serious. And it's also pretty cool finding out that although you guys you're from Arkansas, basically by way of Mississippi, that you really love New York rap, because that's my favorite genre rap too. I love New York, like Dipset, the Lox, Jay-Z, all of them. But I live in Northeast Ohio, so we're only like 6 or 7 hours away from New York, so that makes sense. Plus, my dad lives in New York, so that makes sense for me too. So something that people don't know about DJ Zigg, at least you guys may not know, but everyone that knows DJ Zigg down there knows, he has a huge family. So it sounds like you grew up in a big family, and now you have a big family. So what's it like being the DJ of a big family?
It's cool. My kids brag on me a lot.
That's good.
A whole lot.
That's dope.
You know.
That's dope.
Yeah, and then also, you know, the area I'm in is you know, like I actually have 2 other DJs in my family
Okay.
that are older than me. Yeah, so my cousin who she goes by Lady D, me and her we always talked a lot, and her father was one that, you know, he passed like a long time ago, but yeah, I mean, they love it. It's like I said, my kids they love telling everybody, you know, their dad is a DJ. I have actually, cause I have 7, 5 boys and 2 girls. And I actually have one, yeah. And the thing is, they can sing. 2 of them can rap. Yeah, but my oldest one, he really didn't get into music. But my second oldest son, that's what he's doing now. He's rapping. And he's actually using some of my old equipment, my old studio equipment. So it's good that he kind of going into it. And my 13-year-old, I don't think he really into it kind of yet, but you know, I think he probably will be. But he's a football player. They in athletics too, so like, yeah, it's
I think that's dope. Like, you guys are that family that, you know, you're like, hey, don't bother the Ziggs. You know, everybody got that big family, like, don't let me go. Usually people say, don't let me go get my cousins, but your family's like, don't make me get my brother.
Yeah.
I always wondered what it felt like to be a part of a huge family. I have one sister and one brother, and that's it. That's it.
Ooh. Yeah, I had 2 brothers and 1 sister. The crazy thing is the brother right up under me doesn't have any kids. My baby brother just has 4. But it's kind of crazy because like my mom, she has like, you know, it's 5 of them. My dad is like 6 of them. But one of my uncles has like 9 kids. One of my aunts has has like 9 kids, and you know, it's different. Then my wife, oh my God, my wife, her mother, her mother has like 12 other siblings.
Wow.
Yeah, and one of her aunts had like 13 kids. So yeah,
you guys need like a whole arena for a family reunion.
Yeah.
My mom has 2 sisters. Yeah, my mother has 2 sisters. That's it. My family, when I tell you, my family is small. My family is very small. Like, my grandmother just had 3. My dad just had just us, my sister, brother, and I. And my uncle, my grandmother's brother, only had 2. And my great aunt, my grandmother's older sister, she didn't have any children. Like, when I tell you, our family reunion would be inside of, like, we probably could get in a minivan and just have the reunion inside the minivan, like that.
Yeah, we my mom's side had a family reunion in Texas. They did it in San Antonio at a ranch because there were so many people.
Wow, that's amazing, though.
Yeah, but it was a lot and a whole lot of food. I'm talking about a whole lot of food.
Yes. So I'm assuming that, I mean, I know a lot can come from, you know, being in a larger family as far as like the financial responsibility of it, but I assume that having a lot of kids, having a big family, coming from a big family, it sounds like it's a lot of fun.
It is. I think it is. It's something I think I always wanted since I was little. You know, being just with 2 brothers and my sister, you know, all the time. And then I'm the oldest. Like, I don't have an older sister or older brother. You know, I figured, you know, I used to tell my mom, I said, how come you ain't have somebody before me that I could annoy or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
Like, well, you don't know it, go annoy them. You know?
Yeah, I'm the oldest too. I'm the oldest, then it's my sister, and I have a baby brother. And I always wanted an older brother. Like, I always wanted an older brother. So when my mom told us that she was having a baby, and because we're all 4 years apart, and she said it was a boy, I was so excited because my sister was so mean to me. I love my sister to death. But my sister was so mean to me, and I finally got my brother. And the crazy thing is that if you see him and you see me, I'm so much shorter than him. So everyone thinks he's my little brother, and he tells everyone everyone thinks he's my big brother. And if you ask him, he tells everyone he's my big brother. I'm like, he is the baby. He's the baby. But it was really awesome and amazing getting to know you today. Like, I'm so glad we had a chance to sit down and do this. I'm really, really happy and appreciative that you took time out of your Saturday to talk to me today and let everyone that's a part of our radio station, that supports our radio station, get to know you a little bit more. And tell everyone how they can follow you, and let all the artists know how they can submit music to you so that you could, and let them know if you have any requirements to be featured on your mix show.
Okay, like all my social media is my Instagram and Twitter is DJ Zigg, DJ Zigg. Facebook, pretty much the same, DJ Zigg or exact DJ Zigg Robinson. My email, where you can send your MP3s, please, MP3s, have them labeled with the song, everything. Because trust me, if they come to the email with song _01, I am not going to listen to it. It's going straight to the trash.
See, I'm glad you said that, because everyone's like, Cream is so mean. I'm like, I'm not. You know how many 01 songs DJs or radio stations can have in their downloaded to their laptop and have no idea who it belongs to? So thank you for saying that.
It is. My email is djziggmusic with a K. DJZigg, MUSIK@gmail.com. I'm gonna share this gem. It's a free software. I think it's called MP3 Tag. I think it's MP3Tag.com, but it will actually label the song and put your graphic with it. So when any DJ get it in Serato, it will actually load up. So if they're doing a live show or pre-recorded show, your tag is in there. I mean, it contains like everything in the information in that little box for you artists to get it. It's easy. It don't take long. It's a free program. I'm gonna have to find the link and just send it. But it helps. Like, send it to your managers, whoever on your team that controls that. If you don't know what you're doing, send it to them and let them handle it. But if you got your music, if it's registered, like, all that will help pull up. It's easy. Yo, I'm gonna have to do just a segment on it and just, know.
Yes. Well, let me know, because we can do, if you want, like how we do Hit or Miss Sundays, which we're coming back, but I can do little segments where our DJs come and drop gems. Like, I definitely want to have you guys, involved a lot more, because I want people to get to know everybody that contributes to the station. Like I said, this is why I'm doing these interviews. So tell everyone the name of that site one more. We'll tell the artist name of that site one more time, and then I'll put it on the screen. Okay,
it's make sure it should be MP3 Tag. I think it's like mp3tag.com. But if I'm wrong, I go run. I send you a message on my laptop. I go get it and send a message, because like I have it. It was something I learned like years ago. But like I said, if you got the music registered, like everything will pop up in it. And it don't take long. It's simple.
Yes.
So
absolutely. And since you dropped a gem for the artist and you've been DJing for so long, do you have any gems, like 1 or 2 gems you can drop for up and coming DJs or the newer DJs that's out right now?
Practice and network. I can't speak enough on practice. Like even me, like I'm still learning as a DJ, because like even when I started, I didn't really have, like, I come from a small area, and the DJs there, even like my cousin, like she used CDJs, she didn't really start out on turntables. A lot of stuff, like I actually had a set of turntables, when I first started, didn't even know how to use them. You know what I'm saying? Like, it took me a progress, I didn't have, like, somebody just show me, how to, use them correctly. So I ended up learning, for myself over. But it was practice, like just practice. Learn how to mix, learn how to scratch. You don't have to be a turntablist at scratching, but at least learn, the different kind of scratches, to help, with your mixing and everything. What else? But yeah, practice and network, like just out there, and let people know, hey, I'm a DJ. Go to some of the clubs in your area, jump online, meet folks, online radio, FM, whatever it is, just learn their craft,
Yeah.
And that's kind of weird coming from me, because when I first started, I didn't even talk much. I didn't, but over the years, like when I started getting into it, I started meeting folks like Classic, who was over the Fleet DJs, him, D-Dirt, that's over the 18 DJs here in Arkansas, and like just learning from them and other DJs. Look, I learned a lot about networking, how to, work on my mixing and other things as a DJ, and then also, just reaching out to other DJs and people and just going along, just sharing the knowledge, just spreading it. So.
Well, I appreciate you for sharing the knowledge and spreading it. And like I said, thank you so much for taking time out of your Saturday to sit down and talk to me and let our audience get to know you a lot more. Because, videos, people like to watch videos. We always share the flyer and let them know that your show's coming on. But when people actually get to know you and they see your personality, then that makes them want to tune in even more. They're like, oh, I like DJ Zigg. I can relate to DJ Zigg. So that's another reason why I wanted to do this. So thank you so much for doing this with me today. And we're going to do it again. And like I said, if you want to utilize the station's airwaves or airspace or go live to drop some more gems, if you put some little stuff together, just send me a DM and say, hey, I got a list of stuff I want to talk about. Can we do it with the station?
Okay.
It's open.
Okay.
It's open.
Okay. Well, I will do this. I actually want to, I get with you because I actually want to start my own little podcast that I can send segments in and be played. So, yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, because we got the podcast side too. So just send me a DM. We can talk about it.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday.
You too. Appreciate you.
You're welcome. See ya.
All right. Bye-bye.